Hello everyone, big ups, thanks for whatever you're doing at the moment. This is your boy Eugen John once again, and in this video we will be taking you through how to create a report card using Microsoft Excel without wasting any other minute. Shall be doing this. For this video you are expected to enter. I remember on the previous video I showed you how to open Excel. Said you click on the start button here, and so you search for Excel, tap on it, and so this is your Excel. You've now opened the workbook and you are seeing the first sheet. This is the first sheet. That's the first page, as I told you yesterday in the previous video. So this time round I request to do this. You're supposed to have your data, especially the students' names, the students' marks. Then you start working on the marks, manipulate them and get their positioning, ranking, the comments, you state them in the easiest way using Excel. So without wasting any time, you type you enter the data for the students, especially their scores. Like you start with their names, then enter their marks for maybe mathematics. So all in all, this is what you are likely to come out with. And now, after entering all these names, what happens next? So what we do for a report card, to rank, to position your students, you're supposed to have the data entered in your system. Then you use the data to now manipulate the changes you want. For example, we are going to grade these students, these pupils, depending on their total they have got out of 400, just because they are doing 4 subjects and each subject is out of 100. So what I know is that to get this you have to total up the marks they have got in math, English, SST and science. So we are using a function for this case. Yes, in the last video I showed you, I told you the meaning of a function. It's already in a system. To put any formula or function, you start by pressing an equal sign, just as I have done. And so you say equals sum. Sum, we say it stands for addition. Double click on the option you want, that is sum. And now after this, you are supposed to select the number, the range of numbers you want from this. You are going to left click and drag up to the cell. So you see that we are dragging from this cell called C3 up to F3. Just in the similar way, the in the formula bar you will see the content which has been put there, being displayed in the formula bar. So you have to close using a bracket. After there you press enter on your keyboard. So this is the total of this Atayo Julius. This is the total he gets. So if you add 40 to 69 to 75 to 56, you get this total. So we shall not repeat this for all the students, for all the pupils. Instead, what you do, you move your cursor to the right bottom left corner of your cell and double click. Then the content will be auto-filled up to the last. So hoping we are together. Let me bold the contents of total. So these are the totals of our pupils. Then out of 400, they are all getting 200 plus. They are performing just averagely, right? So hoping we are together. We can now comment or position our pupils. So what we do, let's start by positioning. To position is like to rank, right? So what you do, you press an equal sign, as I told you. Then in the system there is a function called rank. So it's here. You double click on that rank. So what are we ranking? We are ranking this figure. After that you press a comma, just as you are seeing it displayed down here. After the number we saw a comma. Then after a comma we are getting the reference. We are ranking this figure with respect to the rest of these figures here. You also left click here and drag up to the last. So we are trying to get the position of this figure within this range. But I told you for this case we are going to use to use absolute cell reference, not relative cell reference. So to use absolute, I introduce a $sign on the names of these cells, just as I'm doing, hoping you are following. So this one done, you put a comma, just as you can see here. Before going to the order, you see there has been a comma, so you also put a comma, and now you choose. There are two options of order. You can choose from descending, from smallest to the biggest, descending, rather from biggest to the smallest, descending. Then ascending will be from smallest to biggest, but now for us we want to see from biggest to smallest. Then after this you have to close. For any formula or function you have to close. So press enter. You see that this student has been number 10 among all of them. Then you double click and you see the positions of these students. You see the first being this Ewafe Jalia. The second is this guy. The third, this one and this, they shared a total, so they are all in position 3 and we are like in position 4, right? So we also have to comment on the scores. For someone who has got total, there is a function we are going to use, that is if. The if function is just here. So what is our what are we saying? We are instructing the computer to find out that to assign somebody the pupil a given comment that we are going to enter when the pupil has marks of maybe a figure that is less than or above. Just follow as I explained. So we have chosen this figure for Julius, and we want to see if his total, if the logical test, which is the total, comma, they are saying value if true. We are saying if this value is below, let's use if the value is below 200, below 250, comma, then open quotes. In the quotes we are going to enter the value, the comment you want. This person should repeat. This person should repeat or improve in the next semester, in the next term. Then they have told you value if true, you give the person, you tell the person to repeat. Then you put a comma. They are saying value if false. If the value is not below 250, just tell the person that is promoted to, let me say P7, assuming this was P6. So the person has been promoted to maybe P5, assuming this was P4. Then you have to close the quote and also close the bracket and enter. So for this case, this Julius of ours is going to repeat, and if we copy the formula, we are seeing there are two guys who are going to repeat. Let me extend the column. So this is the comment for all of them. So guys, thanks for watching. This is how easily you can create a report card. So now with this, you can now use MS Word to create a report card for an individual pupil, entering his data. For example, for Atayo Julius, you enter his name, his class, the year, the term, the marks, the scores, and so we have only used functions, right? So lastly, let me show you how we could use a formula, right? For a formula, assuming you have this and you have already graded the pupils, giving them 40 is a pass 7, just like this, as it's shown in this pass mark guide here. So what you do, you say equals open bracket. We are using a formula, not a function. For the first time we have been using functions. So for a formula, you add, you will say this cell, yes, plus, I said plus, this cell, you skip this one, so you come to this plus this cell, then plus this cell, again plus this one. So those are all. You close the bracket and press enter, then the same figures come out if we try to copy it down, it all brings the same figures as for this one we did. So members, please, thanks for watching. I eagerly remind you to subscribe to our videos. Please subscribe, please endeavor to like, and please drop there your comments so that we can proceed well. And I remain your boy, Alvin Jonan. Yeah, thanks for watching.